G'day everyone, this is XDefiant, which is currently in closed beta. Now recently the developers have granted all of us access to the weapons and the attachments. Unfortunately there was a bit of a bug in the beta where even though you're playing for a while and leveling up and progressing as normal, you weren't being granted access to unlocking weapons and attachments, or I wasn't anyway. But to remedy that for the time being, they pretty much unlocked everything for us to mess about and play with. So we'll go take a look in loadouts, but there's one thing I really like inside this game regarding the loadouts that I'll just mention in a moment. So I'm just going to choose this one. I haven't set actually anything here, but we're just going to choose the AK-47 and we go to the attachments and you can see on the right hand side we've got firepower, mobility, accuracy, ammo, so that's standard stuff. We haven't done any attachment at all, but if we go down to detailed stats, okay, we click on that and it's given us more information about firepower, mobility, accuracy, and ammo. So, it gives us details about damage and range. So in this instance, for example, with the AK-47, it does 22 damage up to 29 meters, 20 damage up to 43 meters, and 18 damage up to 300 meters. You got bullet velocity, you got movement, weapon handling, recoil, hip fire spread, magazine, reload time, and minimap visibility. So that's pretty cool. It gives us pretty much information that you may need to previously relied on a third-party website to see all these stats. So instead of now having to set an alt tab on another monitor, or you use a mobile phone or a different screen to get all this information, is actually part of the game, which is great to see. But one thing I really do like about this is that if we were just to choose random attachments, I'm not making anything in particular, just choosing weird stuff. Okay, that's a bit of a weird looking AK-47 right there. But once again, if you go to detail stats, you can see it's changed. Now, it actually shows us what's been improved. So green is, I guess, good. So that's the pro. And then red is the con, or what's been diminished. So in this instance, it showed us that with the damage and range, for 22 damage, it goes up to 32 meters, 20 damage up to 47 meters, and then some improvement in terms of movement and weapon handling. But the downside of this is that our aim stability has now dropped down to 14%, where before it was 18%. So you can see the pros and cons is actually given us after putting some attachments on. So this is great. You can play around, mess about, see what you want to choose, and see what outcomes it gets in terms of everything: firepower, mobility, accuracy, ammo, I guess, for your weapon. And also one other thing which I really did find really nicely done, or nicely included, is that you can see it's got telling us the stats or the details of all the equipped attachments. You can even filter them one by one. So we go back to no attachments, we click on it again. Okay, just the muzzle. So if I was only just to include a muzzle, we can see pretty much everything's been improved. Okay, so that's a nice attachment, the muzzle. If we just go to front rail, okay, so you can see, yeah, definitely a negative in some parts, even though it's positive in some other parts there. And then keep going, rear grip, and just the stock. And then when it's combined everything in total, you can see, so it's pretty sweet. I actually really think this is a good part of the loadout. I might be overthinking it, or talking wonders about it, but I don't think I really come across a game that's gone this much in depth. Especially something so easy to see and figure out yourself on looking at. Normally, as I said before, you need to go to a third-party website to get this information, rely on something else that's outside the game for this, even though it looks as though it's pretty easy for it to be included in the game from the start. So I'm very impressed with what's been included here. Now, same thing also happens with the pistols. So if I was to choose, some suppressor, some attachments, detail stats, oh, not much change there, unfortunately. Okay, can I choose something that's negative? And let's choose something weird. Anything? Okay, there we go. So I probably won't even use a combination like this, but just randomly choosing stuff. We've got negative in terms of ADS time reduction, and then also recall has been looks like it's been improved. I think some of the colors might be back to front or opposite. I would think if recall has been improved accuracy should be green, but anyway, it is a closed beta, so not too fussed about that at the moment, but that's nice to see. Another thing also to note is that if you're choosing select weapons, like you can see on the bottom right, once again it tells us firepower, mobility, accuracy, ammo. If we were to highlight a different weapon, there you can see in comparison of what this is. So if you were to choose an M4A1, the stats compared to AK-47, the M4A1 has less firepower but has better mobility and better accuracy. So very easy to see the what are you sacrificing or what you're gaining in terms of choosing a different weapon. I guess same thing as submachine gun compared to what you got currently equipped. So you can see if I was to choose the MP5A2, I'll get less firepower to less accuracy, but a bit more mobility and a bit more ammunition. So yeah, definitely liking what they've done with the custom loadouts, or I guess a loadout option as well. So yeah, we have now access to all the weapons to level up and mess about and play. But sorry, I don't know why I say level up, because don't really need to level up since everything's unlocked already, but I guess just to get used to the different weapons available in the game without having the downside of that. There's a bug stopping us from getting access initially anyway. If I go to just want to choose MP5 for example, and when you're choosing like an attachment, even here it tells you pros and cons of what is good. So if you choose a lightweight suppressor, you get plus 50% weapon stealth, but there's apparently no negatives or downside to it. But on the other hand, if you choose a suppressor, we get 100% weapon stealth, but we lose short range and medium range by tiny bits. So let me just select that, and then we go to detail stats. Okay, so you can see once I put the suppressor on, the damage range has dropped down, so from 16 meters to 14 meters, and then from 25 meters to 22 meters. Okay, so we've pretty much lost that. If I remove that to no attachments, you can see what is had there. So that kind of affecting check. So what, let me choose lightweight suppressor. I don't think there's any negative with that. Yeah, there's no change, so that's good. So in this instance, you probably would want to run a lightweight suppressor. What else can we change? Try a magazine. Anything that's got no negatives? Okay, this quick mag. Okay, maybe it's a bug. As you can see on the bottom right, we've got +5 ammunition capacity, but it's telling us ammo is now red on the bar to the bottom right there. Might be the bug or an issue, or just maybe wrong color scheme chosen, but that's fine. So if we were to choose quick mag as well, and go to detail stats. Okay, so we can see that yeah, with the ammo, we've improved ammunition by 5 rounds. Our reload time has improved, yet this bar has gone red. So yeah, it must be a little just mistake or some issue there with the bar not showing the right color, but that's perfectly fine. But yeah, you can play around with the loadout, tune everything to your liking. Sorry, when I say tune, I mean like choose your items to your liking, see which one you want, see what's worthwhile, play around. But yeah, and it's really really detailed in terms of what it's given us here. I know other first-person shooters, they have like pretty much, some have like a bar graph or just bars, moving left and right. They might even give you percentages as well, but I don't think I've seen any game that's actually given us full numbers in terms of this. They might have, but nothing very easy or simple to look all in one screen. You might need to jump around to different screens or different menus to access all this information. But yeah, it just makes it very easy to understand and comprehend. So I'm very pleased. When I saw this for the first time, like, what? They actually put this in the game? Yeah, I wish other games would have done this beforehand, but it looks as though unfortunately no. But yeah, so yeah, if you got access to the closed beta, feel free to go around and mess about. You can see what's available in terms of the weapons and the stats, and then build a weapon up to your liking and take it for a spin. But yeah, cool. Really I'm happy with this. Anyway, cheers guys. Thanks for watching. If you're new, please subscribe, and we'll catch you later. Bye bye.